Hello my little stars, 10 likes in this video and we will of course cover more If Underfell by the darkpetal16 with the voice acting added. Okay, great, fantastic, we can get 10 likes, 5 at the most. I will be overjoyed and I will definitely head on out and get more content done for you guys. Same thing with all the other rest of the videos that we're going to be doing. So let's just carry on. Okay, so out of all of these ones, Before the Void, I actually did cover this one, but I was reading it from the Discord. I did get permission from darkpetal16 to, cover the original draft. So now we got it officially in the game. So I'm going to also read this one and put it up for you guys as well. Okay, so Dr. Wingerding's Gaster is a brilliant scientist. This is a fact that no one can dispute in all of Underfell. He is the royal scientist because no one can match his intelligence nor his creativity. He has a natural charisma that draws others in, unlike the one in Underswap where that's one side of him, Definitely didn't draw us in because he 100% wanted to kill us and the other side just loved us to pieces. Many monsters flock to the laboratory for a chance to learn underneath him or to work alongside him because they pretty much idolise him. They worship the ground he walked on. In the beginning, he would indulge their requests. He lapped up the praise and adoration, because you would. At the start, you're like, yes, keep telling me how amazing I am. Come on. But that got old fast, especially if it kept happening over and over again. He's just like, yes, like I haven't heard that before, blah, blah. These fellow scientists did a little more than echo him. They sung his praise and always agreed with him. Useless, because you want someone who can disagree with you at times. That way you can go back and forth and expand on an idea. Get the two sides of what you're working on. One will be like, yeah, but what if this happens? If we try it this way, something else might happen. So that way you can expand on your creativity and build on something together. If you have somebody that is the polar opposite to you, or is not afraid to voice their opinion instead of going, yes, that's exactly it. Yes, sir, we 100% agree with you. He kept them around to do busy work, but he did not care for their opinions since he knew they would simply repeat his like parrots. It took many years before he met another scientist he could respect. Okay? Yet, keep in mind, he technically nearly killed her. He might have respected her, but he did technically nearly kill her with his device that blew up the lab that nearly killed Alphys. I wonder if she ever found out it was him. She might have blamed Sans thinking it was him. That would be Dr. Alphys, a fellow genius who specialised in mechanical electricals and computer engineering. He promoted her to lead scientist barely a year into her first working at the laboratory. Wow, everybody seems to jump in less than a year. Oh my god. When he realised how, unbothered she was of him and his work, she wasn't praising him, she wasn't afraid to tell him, that kind of sucks. You need to expand on that. That's kind of If he has made a mistake, she is willing to point it out instead of incorrectly believing he's the kind of god that would do no wrong. He respected her and she respected him. That made them ideal co-workers. Certainly better than his previous second in command, throwing shade at his own brother. Seriously, just throw shade at Sans. Hey, come on, bro, what the fuck? You have to admit, you're not always that good. Hey, I at least made you a laser gun. Yes, you did. What's with that silence? You want to say something more? I could, but it'd be a waste of breath. Can you two stop fighting each other for 5 minutes? Brothers only now recently come home. Sorry, Papyrus. Yes, sorry, Papyrus. Brothers. They love each other, but they also fight. Sans Gaster. If asked, Wingerdings would freely admit that he loves his brothers, and that is plainly seen that he loves his brothers. He adores them. If asked, Wingerdings would also admit that sometimes he just wants to throw them across the room. That is especially true with Sans. This is going to make me cry. This is going to make me cry because I remember the original reading of this. I was close to tears. No, I'm really getting emotional. I know where this is going. No. Sans Gaster is clever in many ways. Aw, thanks, bro. He has a natural intuition for mechanical engineering and can build just about anything with the provided blueprints. When Sans worked at the lab, he was Wingerdings' second in command. Wingerdings would always count on his brother to give him a straight answer and to correct him when he very rarely made mistakes. Very rarely made mistakes. He trusted and respected Sans as a scientist. Wingerdings even enjoyed working with his brother. Enjoyed. Past tense. He does not anymore. Sans had to step down from his role when his power as the judge emerged, per King Asgore's orders. That was fine. No, it's not fine. Look at him just bombarding in and interrupting brotherly bonding time. Asgore, shut up. You are the reason why I literally have to spend so much time fighting for Sans and then getting murdered about 175 times in Gaster's route alone. Seriously, this goat needs a slap. But he does get comeuppance in Ezreal's route. Ho ho ho. I'm never letting that go. That was fine. What was not fine, however, was Sans suddenly getting the idea that maybe working 24/7 at the lab was unhealthy. I mean, that technically is unhealthy though, 24/7, never stopping. The same thing can be said about Alphys. I mean, you can get like cranky and then you can get like a lot of like medical problems if you don't like stop working. You need a break. You need to let your body recharge. So Sans has every right to think that there's something, you know, unhealthy about it. That's a standard sleep schedule would be in everyone's best interest. That work should not be Wingerding's entire life. Nonsense, insane, gibberish. Well, work doesn't have to be your entire life. I hope we're in a relationship now, so it's definitely not going to be your entire life, because I will purposely get in the way of your work just to get attention, just to let you know. Darling, sweetheart, please don't. But I want to. I like having cuddles, and you like to cuddle me. You like having my attention, I like having your attention. You're very handsy. But you're also the nicest Gaster I've had. And of course, Daddy Gaster doesn't count because Daddy Gaster is our dad. I'm talking about as in boyfriend material. This is the nicest one we've had so far. He is the only one that hasn't attacked us. Daddy Gaster hasn't attacked us either, but the thing is he's a father figure and he's not a lover. So in terms of like the nice Gasters we've got, there's Daddy Gaster and this Gaster. Because obviously underswap attacks you, mafiafell also attacks you. The one in slumbertale attacks you, or it's more like a memory of him does, a fragment does. He's not in dusttale, so we don't need to like throw any shade there. Horrortale one attacks you. So there's a lot of them that attack you. Maybe not of their own like choosing, but this one, at no point does he get a scene where he tries to attack you. He only tries to help you. Just saying. He's one of the good ones. And technically we got to choose him. I kind of got pulled along on a lead in Underswap, because that's what Siren Call is. It's the Siren Call attracts you, so you're kind of like, and I kind of got semi-kidnapped technically. Sure, I was out looking for my lover that was calling to me, serenading me from far away, but I still technically got kidnapped in a sense. Sure, I willingly went, but I technically was under the influence of a siren song. You be the judge. Aha! I sounded a bit like Mickey there. Anyway. Dr. Gaster is a genius. He knows exactly what he's doing. He calculated the precise minutes of necessary sleep to function. He followed that guide to a T all the time. Sometimes, maybe, okay, not really. Sleep is, 8 hours in the day? What a waste. Wingerdings has work to do. Work he enjoys. Work he looks forward to. He loves his job, gore and all. Well, I mean, I guess you gotta stomach it. Well, at least he's happy about the gore and all. I'm like, oh my. Okay, I didn't know he said gore and all. Oh my. Okay, well, there's 2 routes here. So I'm going to include both of them in this. So, let's choose the top one, and then I'll double back and choose the second one. Because it's Route 1 and Route 2. Okay. It aggravates Sans It's aggravating that Sans does not appreciate that. What do you mean? It aggravates Sans. He just... It's aggravating that Sans doesn't appreciate... Why would Sans appreciate you, like, waking yourself so badly that you don't sleep? I don't blame Sans. He's just looking out for your well-being. Sometimes, Wings, you've got issues, my man. My love. Gosh darn it. One evening... Oh, God. Is this the one where it happens? Oh, please don't let this be the one where it happens. Where's my drink? Where's my tissue? I need to get these. I'm getting my pillow. I don't know if this is the one. I got my pillow. One evening, Dr. Wingerding studies the beaker in front of him. The clear liquid has no reaction to the tiny bit of soul he dropped in earlier. He makes note of that. He and Dr. Alphys are working tangentially on a joint project regarding transfusing souls into energy. I mean, that's pretty smart, actually. That way, then, you know, the souls don't go to waste. You've got, like, another use for them. Wingerdings is tackling the more organic side of things, while Alphys experiments with the inorganic perspective. I do like that she's tackling, like, the non-organic one, whereas he's going, like, more for, like, the blood and guts and stuff. Sans shortcuts into the testing room. Oh. He went right into the testing room. Gosh darn it all. Alphys is the first to notice him. She looks up from her computer and idly says, Sans, you are no longer a scientist here. You should not be shortcutting in. Sans drags his eyes over to her and scoffs. Suck my dick, nerd. You're a damn enabler. He turns away from her. Wings, you haven't been home in a week. Okay, I don't blame Sans for having a go there to Alphys. She technically is not doing anything to stop Wings, but it's not like she has to. She's not, like, the adult. She's not responsible for Wingerdings, but sure, technically, if she and him were friends, but they're not. They're acquaintances. He does respect her, but it's not like Wings has ever claimed that he and Alphys are friends, and I don't know if she considers Wingerdings as a friend at all. So, Wings remains oblivious to Sans, wholly absorbed in his work. He pulls out another beaker and starts to mix the fluids together. Okay, so by here, this already tells me that he's not really, like, paying attention to his surroundings at all. He is so absorbed in what he's doing that he's completely ignoring reality, which is very concerning. What if, like, a human came up and tried to kill him? He wouldn't even notice. Alphys would literally have to be the one to, like, do something. Alphys's gaze narrows. She can't refute Sam's claims. She's not close enough to Wings to approach his awful, non-existent sleep schedule. See, okay, so she does frankly know, and frankly she doesn't care. As long as Wingerding's work is accurate and doesn't hinder hers, he can do whatever. Like I said, she's not like... She doesn't feel responsible for him. Yeah, she knows she should technically do something, but it's not her job. She doesn't have to. As long as he does what he's supposed to do, then it's good for her because she gets to benefit from it. Unlike Sans, who is now clearly interrupting their work. Bro, stop working, Sans says. Dr. Alphys coldly rebuts him. Sans, judge or not, you cannot be in here without permission. Sans scoffs. Are you gonna stop me? No, then. Dr. Alphys sneers. Security, activate! The ceiling shifts. Several guns are lowered from the ceiling and point to Sans. He gives her a look of blatant displease. Wow, really? I'm just here for my brother and you have to, like, bring out the big guns. Are you freaking serious, woman? Also, I can just shortcut away. Dr. Alphys cocks her head. Leave, Sans. We are working. He flips her off with one hand as he grabs the back of Wingerdings' coat. Dr. Wingerdings' Gaster seizes. Now noticing Sans, he glowers. Do not take me home, Sans. I'm in the middle of something extremely important. Sans shortcuts both of them home, and he throws Wingerdings onto his bed. Wingerdings' eyes narrow. Even his entire body sags into the bed. You are dead to me. No, I ain't, he says. Get to sleep. I hope you get shot by the guns next time. I hope you get sleep, you fucking idiot. See, now this interaction here, this is just the back and forthness, because deep down, Gaster does appreciate it, even if he's not going to openly say it. He also knows that, you know, Sans has every right to do this to him. But on top of that, he just messed up the thing for alphas. But he doesn't mean this at all. Not deep down. And even Sans. And Sans is like, yeah, like I haven't heard you threaten me before. It's infatuating wingedings. Okay, so now for Route 2. His head hurts. It's not enough to stop what he's doing, but it's an annoyance. Fingers ache, not to the point where he'll tend to them, but it's an annoyance. His back throbs and he won't do anything about it, but it's an annoyance. He stares at his findings, displeased by the results. The experiment in the void was another failure. Human souls can enter it freely. Why can't he? Why do they get to experience, but a powerful monster like himself can only glimpse it? Humans are weak, pathetic, squishy bags of meat. Excuse you? You have like real issues over here. So right now he's got kind of like a jealous envy towards humans because they can go into the void. And you know, he wants to go there. He gets his wish. And then he's going to regret it. Hey, but at least I found him. His eye sockets narrow as he glares at the results, his mood dropping faster than a human tied to an anchor and tossed into a lake. He rubs his temple. It's not fair. He tries to think what to do next, or of where to go, but nothing comes up. His thoughts fall short. He can't think straight. Black dots edge his vision. He can feel his entire being fighting against him. How long has it been since he slept? It doesn't matter. He can't afford to rest now. Not now. The thing is, he's already got symptoms of lack of sleep. Obviously, he's not going to be like in his right mind. He's going to act out. You can tell right now he's technically 100% should go to sleep. His body is physically fighting with him. His body is telling him, you need to sleep. You are past the point of breaking, my friend. Stop already. Your body needs it. Go lay down. I don't care. Go have a cat nap or something. He's so close to something. He hears Sans shortcut into the room. Oh God, is this it? Oh God, no, is this it? This is the scene, isn't it? Oh shit. Is this it? Brace yourself. I don't know. I think this might be the scene I'm thinking of. Oh God. Not now. Not now. Wingeding silently begs. He can't handle the interruption now. His frustration has been building for days at this point. He feels he's on the precipice of something grand. Not now, he says quietly. He does not turn to face Sans. Too fucking bad, says Sans. You said that last week, and I let you go. It's been a month, Wings. Time to go home. A month? He's been doing this for a month, and he hasn't slept the whole entire time. He probably has had power naps and stuff like that, but a month? A month? He hasn't been home in a month. And Sans comes to check up on all the time. No, not now, Sans. Leave me alone. No, says Sans. I can't do this now. Something inside Wingedings snaps. Oh God, no, this is it. This is it. Oh God. Oh, fudging biscuits. This is it. The constant flare over his void project, coupled with his exhaustion, pushed him over the edge. Pure, unbridled, burning rage shot through him. His magic flared right around him, chaotic and unstable. I said, not now! Wingedings growls slowly. He whirls on his brother, fists clenched at his side. Not now, not ever again! I'm tired of you interrupting my work. Sans' eye sockets narrow as his eyelids disappear. You're tired? I'm tired. I shouldn't have to fucking babysit a grown-ass adult. He technically has a point. Then don't. If I don't, you won't take care of yourself at all, Sans snaps, because, yeah, he's a brother, he takes care of him. I don't need you to take care of me. Wingedings explodes. His magic unintentionally lashes out and shatters every beacon in the room. I am fine without you, Sans. I'm fine without anyone. I don't need you. I don't need providers. I especially do not need your stupid interruptions. Wingedings snares. Go back to that greasy little pub and wait there for a human like a good judge. That's all you're good for. That's not true. He's a really good brother. Sans' expression darkens. You don't mean that. I fucking do, Wingedings snarls. You are a worthless monster outside your abilities. Without it, you're nothing. You've accomplished nothing in your time here. You contributed only through physical labor. When people think Gaster, they think of me. When people think of Sans, they think of a pathetic, foul-smelling cockroach that is nothing but a nuisance wherever he goes. That is so harsh. That is so freaking harsh. All is quiet for a minute as Sans processes what Wingerding said. This will make him leave, Wingerding thinks. I can finish my work. You don't mean that, says Sans quietly. You're exhausted. Come on, bro. Time to rest. Sans calmly walks forward and reaches for Wingerding's arm. I said no. It's not intentional. It's not done with malice. Wingerding just wanted Sans to leave. That's it. That's all he was thinking. He used his words to shoo him away, but that didn't work. His magic has always been reactive to his emotions. It's why he does his best to remain calm and collected. As a child, his magic used to lash out whenever he cried or threw a tantrum. Sans was much the same way, albeit Sans' explosions were a bit more destructive due to his budding judgment ability. Wingerding's state, he lost control of his magic. He hadn't done that since he was a child. He didn't mean to. It almost happened in slow motion. The instant he felt his magic release, he knew. He knew what was happening, but he couldn't stop it. An eruption of pure, destructive power pushed out of him and throws Sans back. Wingerding hears a sickening crack of bone breaking. Sans slams into the magically reinforced concrete walls. Sans could take getting thrown through walls just fine, but Wingerding is a boss monster, and his magic is particularly destructive. Sans is strong, but not strong enough to tank a volatile eruption from Wingerding's magic. Cold horror makes Wingerding freeze. For a split second, he's immobile with terror over what he did. He then runs, scrambling and weak-legged to his brother's side. Sans' skull is split. He is unconscious. Wingerding checks his neck, cracked, but okay, and checks his ribs, covered in caps. Pieces of it are missing. No, Wingerding whispers. No, baby bones, no, His hands are shaking as he tries to think, tries to process. He doesn't know healing magic. He doesn't. Who? Her Majesty. Wingerding's promised to help keep her secret from His Majesty, but he can think of no one else who can heal like her. Wingerding bundles his brother up into his arm and he shortcuts to Tori's safe house in the ruins. The seal on the ruined doors is special. It's into all except the casters. The casters being Toriel's, Sans, and Wingerding's. It can be opened from Tori's side so anyone can leave, but it cannot be opened from the other side, unless by the caster, of course. Wingerding faces through the seal and completes his shortcut into Tori's home. Your Majesty! Wingerding's voice cracks. Dr. Gus, oh, stars! Breathes Tori when she notices Sans in Wingerding's arm. Please, Your Majesty, says Wingerding's. Set him on the table, she instructs. He does. And Wingerding swallows roughly. Tori's hands glow green as she begins to mend Sans' skull. I will do my best, she says. I owe you that much, Dr. Gaster. Wingerding stares at his younger brother for several long seconds of silence. I did that to him. Guilt and shame claw at him. They tear at his mind and force him to look away. I should go, says Wingerding. Wingerding should not have gone in that moment at all. I understand it was hard for him what happened there, but it was building up. Honestly, if he didn't lash out at Sans, he would have lashed out at Alphys. Tori glances at him. Are you certain? I don't think I would be a welcome presence, whispers Wingerding. Of course she freaking would. It doesn't matter to Sans. Sans will 100% understand why you exploded. He's been trying to tell you for freaking weeks to rest, and this is what happens. Tori looks back at Sans. I won't keep you. Do what you need. I'll send your brother through the door once he's healed up. Thank you, Your Majesty. A favor for a favor, Dr. Gaster. Consider my debt for suppressing my soul binding to Asgore repaid. Yes, Your Majesty. Wingerding shortcuts back to the lab. His hands, his head, his hands, his body trembling from the wave of horror over what he did. He tries several times to write an apology. He hates every time and throws it out. He chooses then to return his focus to the void. Only that time, his experiment was a success. Dr. Gaster was not seen again for 20 years. And once again, this scene hurt. It felt horrible. It felt absolutely heartbreaking as the first time, because all this could have been avoided had, first of all, Gaster been sleeping. 2, Alphys actually stepped in and did something, but she'd first have to actually care. And Sans did nothing wrong at all. yes, Sans' way of like dealing with the situation, but the thing is, it's how Sans talks is how Sans was raised. Sans is just acting like himself. He's being caring, he's showing, and Winged Danes went really way too far with the stuff he said. He was quite extremely cruel, and then to end up nearly killing Sans straight after that, he couldn't face what he did. That was like the biggest mistake he ever made. Then instantly after, he got stuck in the void, where we find him. It's something. This is why you need to like cherish all the moments you have with people and treat them the way you want to be treated. And goodness, Wings, that was heartbreaking again. That one like really hits hard. And now we understand like fully why Sans has got all these like cracks in him and everything like that. But that was all the bonuses. If indeed more bonus scenes get added, I will cover them. So 10 likes on this video, 5 at the most. You know, if we can get 10, I'll be overjoyed. But if we can't, 5 will do just fine. And we will then cover more if Underfell. Head over to the community tab and go and vote on which route you guys want me to go for next in this one that's been voice acted. And yeah, just thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. Now, this one will go and be a part of the original playlist because it doesn't contain any voice acting. So it's going to go over there where it belongs in the original playlist, just for everyone to be aware. And the voice acting sections will have their own playlist. Okay? Fantastic. Great. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah. My freaking heart. Bye. My goodness. This one hurts so bad.